Ask a successful business person what their company's greatest asset is, and a common answer is their people. Today, business is quick to recognize the value and investment they have in their employees.
But that wasn't always the case. Not long ago, the boss was king and you were lucky to have a job. A productive employee adds a lot to a company's bottom line, and everyone is competing for these key people.
What's very interesting in looking at businesses today is they all have the same problem around people. What we're finding is the strategies, the tactics, the plans they use to meet their people challenges are different. One of the things that makes people and managing people effectively so difficult for companies is there isn't a black and white solution. The solutions are grey and shades of grey, depending on your industry, depending on your market, depending on the mix of skills and resources you need. So it's more of a challenge to come up with a holistic solution to attract the right people, keep them in your company, and to get them productive.
One reason we have a change in human resources is the new generation within the workforce. This younger demographic has new demands as to where and how they will work.
The new generation is not satisfied with 60-hour weeks and, well, you'll get rewarded because you're putting a lot of time into the company. They have a much stronger notion of work-life balance. They actually want to work hard, but they also want to play hard. And it's the organizations that are actually changing and adapting their work culture and work styles to the demands of this new workforce that are actually attracting and keeping the skills that they need for tomorrow. Once you've employed a person in your company, you need to create the opportunities for them to connect. Connect with networks in your company, connect with customers, connect with the knowledge they need to do their work, connect with the resources they need to be successful. And even more important and interesting is help them connect with their communities. People really like to be involved at work and in their communities because it's about the overall sense of value that they're bringing to their life. It's not just about coming to work and then going home and having two separate lives. People want one life and it must be congruent. Your working practices, the growth and learning opportunities people have in your organization, how you compensate them, how you communicate with them, how do you manage their performance. Those are all key for employers to really make the workplace attractive for the different types of employees they have.
If everyone is seeking the best employees, how can a startup or small business compete with the deep pockets of the Fortune 500s? Fortunately, there are incentives other than money used to retain a good staff.
Smaller businesses often think there's not much they can do to attract and retain top talent. And they're not proactive. They don't actually plan to attract and retain their talent, and it's more by accident than by design. They get and keep the right people. But they're the first people to tell you that when they look at their growth plans, when they look at their plans to compete in the market, that they're almost entirely dependent upon having the right people in the right place at the right time. So we're seeing the trend for some very, very high potential newly graduated MBAs, for example, that are not rushing to the sort of classic large corporation, but looking to the small to medium size and private company so that they can use the lessons they've learned and actually truly understand what it is to be an entrepreneur. The right solution for your people and your company is invariably a hybrid of a number of different things you need to do all at the same time to create a culture and an environment which is attractive to your employees.
Big Fish Video Productions.